Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video is an exciting one because we have some news on the fusion that we will be having for the month of January. And not only that, but this fusion is part of a amazing collaboration with Monster Hunter. So basically what we're gonna be having in the game are gonna be 5 heroes. They will be equipped with costumes and weapons from the Monster Hunter world. So that makes it really exciting. I'm always a big fan when there's collabs happening in games because it basically brings more eyes onto Raid Shadow Legends, the game that we love, from other communities. In this case, there might be lots of people that are fans of the Monster Hunter world, they might be joining us. But what I want to talk about today, like I said, is actually the fusion. I'm not going to go through all 5 of them and whatnot. I just want to take it slowly, like pick one of them at a time. Again, I'm not going to be looking at the new mythic. I'm not going to be looking at the daily login because, well, most of us will have this daily login champion in our accounts in about 7 days. Unfortunately, we do not have it on the test server to have a look. By the way, I'm on the test server, but what we do have is, let me double check and make sure I'm looking at the right one. What we do have is we have some news on the fusion that's gonna start on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, 11th of January, yep, on Thursday, and it's going to be a champion fragment fusion, which means that from the beginning, it should be an easier one, okay? Because usually when it's a fragment fusion, it makes it easier to collect the fragments than actually have to, you know, get the rares, epics, level them up, and then fuse them and waste lots of resources and whatnot. So this one is gonna be hopefully a little bit better, and yeah, let's have a look at it. And the champion that we're gonna have is gonna be Zinogre Blademaster. I might be butchering the name, I do apologize, but I'm guessing that's the name. Let me move to the right thing also. So aesthetically, as always, it's amazing. They just definitely made her look amazing. She's part of the Shadowkin and she is magic affinity. Now, from what they have told us a little bit about her, well, she kind of seems like she's gonna be an amazing specialist. Like, let me just quickly go through what they said. So, Zinogre Blademaster would come in handy when dealing with PvE content such as Fire Knight's Castle, both normal and hard mode, Cursed City, and Doom Tower. Basically, wherever multi-hitting is required. Having a total of 11 hits on all skills topped up with some debuffs and useful buffs actually makes Zinogre Blademaster an unstoppable power that swipes everything on its way. The passive skill helps to use low HP in your favor by increasing the damage dealt by this champion up to 50% per 50% HP lost, paired with making her able to be safe from dying with 1 HP, and healing up to 50% makes it possible to cheat death itself. So I like the quick description they made, but let's have a look at the kit ourselves. So first of all, let's see the A1. Blade combo. Attacks one enemy 3 times, has a 30% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. An A1 with weaken that also is a triple hitter is definitely not bad, and is definitely pretty useful for Fire Knight because most of the time the champions that we do have that we are using for Fire Knight, they either have decreased defense or they have a decreased attack, decreased speed. Not too many bring weaken. Like the only one of the very few different ones would be somebody like a Gnut, but most people would, or I would recommend, turn off Gnut's A2 once you get to the boss part because you want the multi-hits. So she could be really good coming in for a Fire Knight team 100% just based off of the A1. Now let's see the A2. Attacks one enemy 4 times. Okay, that's amazing. 4 hitters. Honestly, there's not too many people in the game that do 4 hits. We have Coldheart that does it on her A1. We have Woosgar, one of the newer epics that was added, does 4 hits on the A1. We have Foley that does it on the A1, so that's 3 of them. And then we have another one that does it on the A2, I think, Neldor, the High Elf. So that's like, what, 4 in total. So having more multi-hitters is definitely going to be a good thing for Fire Knight. Like, I'm happy about this. And again, she's a fusion, so it should be helpful. So let's see, attacks one enemy 4 times. Each hit increases this champion's turn meter by 5%. So basically this one gives her 20% turn meter on a 3-turn cooldown, that's amazing, but also places increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. Again, not too many people that you would normally build in a team for Fire Knight bring increased speed. Like as an example, the team that I have is using, what's his name? Oh my god, I always forget his name. Longbeard. Then I'm using the ally attack from High Elves. Why do today I have a total blank for hero names. What's his name? Lonathariel. So I have those 2 as ally attacks. I have 2 Gnuts, and then I do have Tomb Lord. And basically all of those ones, don't have weaken and increased speed. So again, if you're trying to do a variation of my team, she could come in amazing. This is really good. Let's see the A3. Blade Spin attacks one enemy 4 times before attacking, places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion. Again, self-increasing her attack is amazing because, again, most of the teams will not bring increased attack either, so that's good. The first and second hit each have a, what's the 75% chance of placing a leech. That's not too bad, but maybe not as useful for Fire Knight because I guess for Fire Knight your goal will always be to try and prevent being hit. But I guess if you do get hit and you survive, having the leech to help you heal up from War Master or Giant Slayer procs is gonna help. Then the third and fourth hit has a 75% chance. Obviously books up to 100% chance to land a decreased attack. So again, decreased attack is really useful. You might already have it in your team, but this does help if you do manage to break the shield and you know you're gonna take a hit. Having decreased attack means you're gonna be able to survive, especially if you have squishier champions that are attack based. So again, another good one. 4 hits, both on 3-turn cooldown. She sounds amazing for Fire Knight. And then the passive, Zinogre Essence. I didn't say the name of the other ones. Blade Spin, Blade Strike, okay. Zinogre Essence, passive, okay. So first one, the passive effect. Increases the damage this champion deals by 1% for every 1% of HP lost. Stacks up to 50%. This increased damage doubles if a target is under decreased defense debuff. So this one sounds like a quirky passive, but I guess, what would you use it? Leave it in the comments below. Where would you think this passive would be useful? Because the only thing that comes into mind would be Arena, where single target hitters I'm not sure are that good, or like an Unkillable, but no with block damage clan boss team, but then you have to turn off her A2 because you don't want the decreased attack to go on. So I guess maybe for Unkillable, depends how much damage she does, you know. If you want me to test her out in a clan boss team, leave it in the comments below. Let me know if you want to take Killable and Unkillable. Oh yeah, by the way, she could be amazing for a Killable comp because she brings decreased attack and leech. So again, decreased attack, leech, weaken. She definitely shapes up like she's gonna have some amazing PvE uses, not just for Fire Knight. But yeah, the first passive skill not the best. Then this one, active effect, prevents this champion's death and keeps them alive on 1 HP when hit by a fatal hit. If this skill prevents this champion's death, heals them by 50% of their max HP. Will not prevent this champion's death if they are under heal reduction. Okay, so again, another one that can be quirky, you know, if maybe if you're not talking again Fire Knight or other areas, she could be useful for this. As an example, let's say we put what's her lead? Speed in dungeon. So her as a lead would not help us in the Demon Lord, but if we did actually use her there, let's say we had one of those Unkillables that requires you to take a stun that has to take the hit. So, you know, the Skull Crusher variations, for example. She could be in the lead, she could be taking the stun. As long as you have a cleanser after her, she could be the one that, you know, on a 4-turn cooldown, as long as you make her go 4-3 ratio. Same thing as you have to do with Skull Crusher, but again, in the cleanse, she could be useful for that one. But honestly, like, you know, I'm just trying to give some ideas for early mid-game players, people that might be pushing for clan boss in other areas, for the Demon Lord, but she is 100% going to be a Fire Knight specialist. Like, from my point of view, if you can afford to drop one person from your team, like she doesn't bring the freeze, for example, for hard, but for progressing accounts, that amount of multi-hits will leech, decrease attack, increase speed, and weaken is just gonna make her a Fire Knight god. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below, I'm really curious. But yeah, I do believe that Zinogre Blademaster looks like she's a champion that's worth going for. Also, it's worth keeping in mind that the fact that you cannot summon them anymore, okay? Because they are part of the collaboration. Like all 5 of the new legendaries are part of the collaboration. After the 5th of March, that's it. You're not going to be able to get them anymore. So I think it's definitely worth going for her because she seems like she has a quirky, unique kit, and you definitely don't want to miss out on something like this, especially because it's a fragment fusion. It should be a lot easier. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at this for this one. Maybe I'm gonna come back tomorrow and have a look at give you my opinion on the daily login champion, like see like what I believe. I have not looked at the kit yet, okay? So it's gonna be a first impression, same way it was with Zinogre. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you're excited for this one. I'm really excited because, like I said, she looks quirky. And also, one thing that I'm a little bit sad about is On Friday, we should be starting our free-to-play series again with Hell Hades, and hopefully lots of other people joining. I'm just sad that I think we're just gonna miss it again. Like, you know, it might just be too difficult. We might not be able to do it on the free-to-play accounts, but because we start on Friday, we might be missing one or two of the dungeons or tournaments because of the what's it called, oh my god, I cannot think about it. The tournaments do not start for us up until like 3 days or like 1 day after the novice tournament ends. But anyway, thank you all for watching, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.